Ever heard of the painter who makes $100,000 a month without ever really touching a brush? It sounds like a dream, right? Well, for some, it's a reality, but it's stirring up a huge debate in the art world. Today, we're diving deep into a controversial new business model, the so-called AI artist scam. So what exactly is it? Picture this. Someone opens an online art store. The gallery is filled with stunning, vibrant paintings. They're marketed as digital handcrafted art or original fine art. The artist's bio talks about their passion, their unique vision, and the countless hours poured into each masterpiece. The prices are steep, but hey, it's original art, right? People are buying them, hanging them in their homes, and proudly showing them off. But here's the secret. The artist behind these works might not have the traditional skills you'd expect. In fact, their primary tool isn't a palette and brush. It's a computer and an AI image generator. The process is deceptively simple and incredibly scalable. Step 1. Generate hundreds or even thousands of images using an AI program like Midjourney or Stable Diffusion. You just type in a text prompt, something like a vibrant Van Gogh-style oil painting of a Venetian canal at sunset, and the AI spits out a beautiful image in seconds. Step 2. Cherry-pick the best results. Out of 1,000 AI-generated images, a few are bound to be breathtaking. These selected images are then sent to a print-on-demand service. They're printed onto high-quality canvas, stretched over a wooden frame, and made to look just like a traditional painting. Now, here comes the really sneaky part, Step 3. To give it that authentic feel, the seller takes the canvas print and adds a few physical brushstrokes on top. A dab of thick oil paint here, a textured gel medium there. These strokes catch the light, add a bit of texture, and create the illusion of a hand-painted original. It's just enough to pass a quick inspection. The signature in the corner? That might be the only part that's genuinely done by hand. Finally, Step 4. Sell it. These pieces are listed online, often with a hefty price tag, marketed as original fine art, and people buy them. Why? Because they look good, they have a compelling story attached, and the average person isn't an art expert. They see a textured canvas with a signature and assume it's the real deal. The seller can do this over and over, selling the same AI design to multiple buyers, each time with a few slightly different brushstrokes to maintain the original claim. This business model is exploding, and it's raising some serious ethical questions. Is this brilliant entrepreneurship, or is it a deceptive scam? Let's break down the arguments. On one side, proponents argue this is just the evolution of art. They say technology has always changed how art is made. Photography didn't kill painting. Digital tools like Photoshop didn't make graphic design less valid. They see AI as just another tool in the artist's toolkit. They might argue that the creative process has shifted from physical execution to prompt engineering, the art of writing the perfect text description to get the AI to produce a specific vision. They'd say curating the best images and adding physical touches is still a form of artistic expression. The value, in their eyes, comes from the final product and the vision behind it, not the hours spent with a brush. They might even call it AI-assisted art. But on the other side, the critics, including many traditional artists and art collectors, are calling foul. They argue that it's fundamentally deceptive. When you buy original fine art, there's an expectation of human skill, time, and labor. You're buying a piece of the artist's soul, their years of practice, their unique touch. Labeling an AI-generated print with a few cosmetic strokes as handcrafted or original feels like a lie. It devalues the work of genuine artists who spend hundreds of hours on a single painting. They're not just competing with another artist. They're re-competing with a machine that can produce 1,000 masterpieces in the time it takes them to sketch a composition. This creates a trust issue in the market. How can a buyer be sure what they're getting? If you're paying a premium for an original, you deserve to know its origin. The lack of transparency is the core of the problem. If these works were sold honestly, as AI-generated art, embellished by hand, there would be less controversy. A buyer would know exactly what they are purchasing and could decide its value for themselves. But the deception is where it crosses the line from a new art form into a scam. Think about the implications. Imagine spending thousands of dollars on a painting you love, believing it's a one-of-a-kind piece from a talented human artist, only to find out it was generated by an algorithm, and your neighbor bought a nearly identical one from the same artist. You'd feel cheated. This erosion of trust hurts everyone in the art community. It makes buyers skeptical and makes it harder for honest artists to sell their work. So what can you do as a consumer? Be a smart buyer. If you're looking to purchase art online, do your due diligence. Look closely at the artist's website and social media. Do they show videos of their process? Can you see them actually painting the piece from start to finish? Be wary of galleries that feature a huge volume of work in a wildly diverse range of styles, as this can be a red flag for AI generation. Zoom in on high-resolution images of the artwork. AI art often has a certain digital smoothness or strange artifacts that can be giveaways. And most importantly, ask questions. Contact the artist and ask about their process. An artist who is proud of their work will be happy to talk about it. The rise of AI is undeniably changing the creative landscape. It's a powerful tool with incredible potential, but it also opens the door for new kinds of deception. This AI artist scam is a perfect example of how technology can be used to mislead people for profit. It's not about demonizing AI in art, but about